When I was in third grade, I was stuck in the bathroom with a group of guys that I didn't even know for half an hour. I had never talked to these guys before in my life, and for the next half hour, we learned all about each other and had to get along with one another. This event caused me to look at all my classes differently. Whenever I meet students in any class, I automatically try and figure out what position they would fill if we were all stuck on an island. Now let's take a look at our class. There are certain psychological and sociological needs that we will have to focus on in order to choose our 6 leader positions. The first thing that you need, once you've been stranded on an island with a group of strangers, is to make some type of shelter or protection from the elements. Based off of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, one of the first things we need is shelter. These new homes will be based from sticks, branches, rocks, or whatever the island has to offer. We will need protection from the elements such as rain, lightning, hurricanes, and so on. We will need caring and protective people that will make these houses feel like homes. For our first position, I have chosen Kara Maltby and Alex Sheridan for their kind and loving natures. Next, we have safety and security needs, based off of Maslow's hierarchy. Just like we need protection from the elements, we will need protection from the wildlife. Someone who is able to protect our class from potential predators and indigenous species. We would have to be strong enough to fight off any of these treacherous animals. They would also be responsible for building and maintaining a constant fire to keep everyone warm. For this position as protector, I nominate Charlie Prince Jr. for his strength and love towards wildlife. With safety and security needs, we need to focus on food and water also. Along with protection, we need a person who must be able to identify fresh fruit from poisonous berries. Also someone that can learn to fish and teach other people how to do so. It is important that we find fresh water source or some type of drinking water so that we don't have to resort to anything drastic. This person would be in charge of making some type of garden to make fresh produce and would learn to identify which plants could be used as food, medicine, or may potentially be harmful. For this position, there is a tie between Jennifer Lattimore and Cody Winkleman for their friendly qualities and ability to help teach others. Next, we have love and belongingness needs. Speaking of poison and medicine, of course we're going to need a doctor. This person will have to deal with minor cuts and possible major injuries. More importantly, this person will have to have a good bedside manner and be able to calm down patients as they will probably be traumatized from their injuries and scared for their lives. For this 4th position, I nominate Jared Stepp for his quadruple threat skills and ability to learn quickly. Next, we have self-esteem needs. Now that we are focusing on the overall morale of the group, it is very important that we have a definite leader for this group. Group dynamics will go into the intrapersonal communication of the entire group with one another and how we discuss and fix our problems among the class on the island. It is important that this person is a good speaker and that they can communicate things to the group and have a good group cohesion so that no one feels like a black sheep. More importantly, they must be able to keep calm as problems arise and still be able to influence the group and to agree on specific tasks or assignments. For this position, I choose Cherith Fuller for his public speaking abilities and overall communication skills. Lastly, now that all our basic needs of the class are met, we have covered our intrapersonal communications and we must now focus on our interpersonal communications and try to find a way to communicate to the outside world. These people must be very good with technology and will be limited with their resources as there would be no computers. They would have to find a way to use leftover cell phones or some type of device to catch hold of a passing by airplane or some transportation. It is with their help that we would escape the island and make it back to normal civilization. For this, I choose Jeffrey Vega and Shannon Smith for their excellent technology skills and long-term determination. Do not fret if you weren't chosen as one of the main leaders, because we will need many people to make living on the island possible. Thank you.